Hey everybody, it's yours truly, Musicalist here, and welcome to our Musicalist Direct follow-up. This is a follow-up to last week's Musicalist Direct that happened during the Try Attack, so if you missed it, be sure to go ahead and watch it. But today I am following up on the Musicalist Direct, but first things first, I should mention what's different from the follow-up that will not be featured in, I should mention what's different from the Musicalist Direct that's going to be different from the follow-up. So, unlike the Musicalist Direct, I will have no trailers or anything. This is strictly me showcasing and talking about some announcements that I talked about in the Musicalist Direct that I just couldn't follow up on. And normally, I do not have any big announcements for this type of thing, but because I did have to cut quite a few, this will be for our first follow-up one-time exception. I will have exceptions for that just going forward. And another thing, no trailers. So this will strictly be all audio, just so you guys know. Alright, well, that being said, let's get started with our first headline, which will be talking about Project MV Recluse. Project MV Recluse. So, you guys remember in the Musicalist Direct, I mentioned a new project that will be working in tandem with a Dual Mixer Returns, which is my dual mixing project that does all my older dual mixes and even adds a whole bunch of new ones. This is going to be in tandem with that project, so let me explain Project MV Recluse. This is basically me redoing all my older music videos that I did back in the past and giving them a fresh coat of paint. So they have new names, and of course I do have 4 extra Sonic-based ones to also announce in honor of some more recent stuff in the series. But first things first, let's get to the ones that will be coming from my old catalog of music videos that will get brand new additions. Super Mario Generations, 40 Years of Jumping. This is, again, a follow-up to my 30 Years of Jumping and my 35 Years of Jumping music video that I did a while back. My 40 Years of Jumping is to celebrate Mario's Super Mario. Let me try it again. This is to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Super Mario Bros. Game and the franchise. So we are going to be redoing this music video. I probably will be using the same melody I did the last 2 times. I'll probably use something different, but you can expect a cool music video nonetheless. Endless Possibilities Reclawed. Basically, this is me redoing my solo music video I did for Endless Possibilities. And this time I'll also include footage from Unleashed Recompilated, which is a recompilation of Sonic Unleashed's Xbox 360 version. So, yeah, looking forward to that too. Reach the Goal and Blink of the Mania Blue Blur Edition. This is basically to amp up and revamp both of these projects. So let's talk about Reach the Goal first. So Reach the Goal Blue Blur Edition is basically me talking about redoing the fan song music video I did of the fan song Reach the Goal, which is a Sonic-based theme song by Shadowlink 4321. I've done a couple of these over the years, but now it's time to get us up to date. There won't be any singing from me this time. It's just going to be a stand-up music video, but look forward to it. And then as for Blink of the Mania, this is a mashup that CO13 Huff did way back. It is a mashup between Blink of the Eye by Victor McKnight and a few others. And then we also have Mania, which is a vocal cover by Scappy Rocket. Okay, so looking forward to talking about this in a little bit. Mario Kart touring around the world. This is basically one I've been promising for a while now, and I'm finally gonna get around to it. I've already put down the base already, so you guys are gonna be very, very excited to see what this one offers. Up on the Green Hill Greatness. This is a sequel, this time a direct sequel, to my Green Hill Greatness medley I did a while back. This one's going to be a lot more updated. It will feature quite a few of the old remixes, but it will also feature quite a new remixes, and it will also feature, of course, most, if not every, Sonic Green Hill remix that's been done officially. So yeah, expect that next year. Mainly because it's going to take a while for me to get recompilate everything and get it all done, since it's been a while since I've even touched the specific track I use for Green Hill Greatness, so yeah. And then finally, the last one I have to announce is Link's Reawakening. This is basically a redo of my Link's Awakening music video I did a while back, but instead of it being like my older music video, which uses the GBA version, I will be using the Switch version instead for this one. So yeah, very, very excited for all these. And speaking of which, you could actually watch one of them after the direct follow-up. You can watch Blink of the Mania, both with lyric and non-lyrical version, after the Music Clues direct follow-up. So be sure to watch that. Now for the 4 special ones that I have coming soon. Sonic Racing Across the Crossroads. In honor of Sonic Racing Crossroads, I will be doing a music video based off of the main theme from the game. And it will feature all of Sonic's fastest racing games from all the way to Crossroads. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I'm still here, stretching far across Sonic's frontiers. This one is centered around Sonic's latest adventure and will feature moments from both Frontiers and Sonic Forces. And it will also feature iconic battle moments from other parts of Sonic's history too. Reaching for the Colorful Stars. This music video will be is in honor of one of my favorite songs, Reach for the Stars, from Sonic Colors, and Colors Alternate if you play that too. And it will feature fun and happy moments from the series as well. And then, well, I have one more music video, but you guys will have to wait and see when that is coming next year. So yeah, that's all I really have to announce for this section of the follow-up. Alright, well, let's get to the others, shall we? Puyo Puzzle Pop Repop. You saw me tease this at the end of the Music Clues Direct, but I want to talk about it more here. Puyo. Let me see if I can get this right now. Puyo Puzzle Pop Repopped. So repop. So what is this? Many of you may know that at a certain point during my Puyo Puzzle Pop playthrough on the channel, which is one of our most popular videos, and sets up a playthrough on the channel, you may know that it took me a while. I had to switch to my iPad and then my MacBook to do some of these recordings. Well, Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop Repop is sort of a follow-up to that and a redo. So I won't be redoing my whole playthrough. I will be redoing every single part that I did with my MacBook and my iPad via my brand new Apple TV, which I did test, and Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop actually runs at normal speed now. So I will have no issues recording this time. In addition, I will also be continuing on my Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop coverage with Repop, starting with the cutscene compilation next month, which will be split into 3 different compilations. The first one will be with everything in the game, so it will be main story first and then cutscenes from the side story. And then we will have the second one, which will be everything from the main story, with a couple side stories that I feel like tie into the main story as well. And then finally, we will go to side story. Then we will go to the side story strictly, with all the cutscenes from the side story. And all that will be coming out sometime in December. In addition, next year, I will be continuing to work on Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop by covering the rest of the game's modes, so we have it all documented just on the off chance we get a case of as I call it, a certain choo-choo rocket game case with Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop. So yeah, I will be starting up work on that in December, and then continuing forward, I will be covering pretty much everything in the game until I have the last of it covered. So yeah. All right, let's continue on, shall we? A new podcast. Okay, guys, you already know we have 2 podcasts here on the channel, which would be my Interview Clue series, and of course, Papa's Preschool and Pals, which will be Papa's Playdates and Pals come season 2, with my pal Dwight of Smart Master Studios. Well, we have a 3rd podcast to add to our lineup. Starting today, I will have a brand new podcast called Tech Talk with Dan. My pal Dan S is going to be joining us as we talk about all things tech. This is unrelated to, if you've watched his channel, our WWDC discussions that we always do. This is just basically us talking about the latest tech that we've been up to, what we've been using, and talking about all the news that's coming out for tech lately. So yeah. Our first episode of the podcast will be up later today. Okay? So you got 2 drops, both Blink of the Mania music video and Tech Talk with Dan. I am very excited to do more of this series, and yeah. So that will basically be pretty much the case here with this podcast, and we'll do it as much as we can. When I feel like there's enough tech news that we can talk about, or I just want to pull something together, we will do one of these episodes of the podcast. So this one will be a little bit more offbeat compared to Papa's Preschool and Pals and Interview Clues. So just keep that in mind. All right. Well, let's get on with our next part of the direct follow-up, shall we? Switch to the Max coverage. All right, now let's talk about the Switch to the Max series a little bit here. So first things first, you guys know that I talked about the Atella series earlier. Earlier, it was the first thing that was announced during the gameplay trailer. So here's the order we'll be going in. We're going to be going in order of the DX versions first, so we won't be tackling any of the sequels or any of the extra stuff that came out. So it will be order of the order that each of the DX versions came out in, since they came out in threes. So first will be the Atelier All-Land series, then the Atelier Dusk series, then the Atelier Mysteria series, and then finally the Vaz Out series of games. At the moment, I do not have access to Atelier Lazo DX, which updates the game and adds enhanced graphics and everything. So you guys gonna have to be a little patient with that one. But I will also be showcasing the originals because those will likely get delisted into Nintendo's history with this. So yeah. That being said, of course, I will be covering all other games in the franchise that I currently own up to at least the Atelier Lazo 3, which is the last current game I currently own, including the Tecmo and Gus. I will have to wait on both the X Yama and what's Video? I think that's what you're saying. Later, once I get a chance, but I could promise you I will be covering those under the Switch to the Max series soon. They will be the exception to the rule because I did say that there will only be certain titles covered under Switch to the Max. But they will be the exception to the rule because I know a lot of people are wondering. In the case of the Lazo DX versions and Yama, because they are new releases after Switch 2, I will be doing a follow-up video. I will be doing Maniac Showcase for both of those, so just keep that in mind if you're looking for the gameplay for those later. They will not be under the Switch to the Max series. This is only for stuff that was released before Switch 2. So for the rest of those, which includes the two new original Atelier games and Lazo DX, look for the Maniac Showcase series if you guys are looking for those. Other than that, all the rest of the Atelier games that were released prior to the Switch 2's launch will be under the Switch 2 series, Switch 2 the Max series. So yeah, I should have the next couple games recorded soon though. All right. Next up, talking about Super Monkey Ball, we will be going in order of the Monkey Ball games, and I will cover as far as I can get with those games. So first up will be, of course, Banana Blitz HD, then Banana Mania, and then following that, Banana Rumble. So yes, we will be going in that order as well. In addition, I should also mention, of course, there will be other games that we'll be covering for the channel too, including Jack Move, Date Everything, Ice in the Wild Mask, Ocean Orange 2, and Wave Tail. Date Everything will be a case of launch month because it did launch later in the month for the Switch 2, so I will still technically count it just this once because I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering how it performs on Switch 2 compared to Switch 1, so I will still technically cover it since it was losing launch month. But other than that, rest of the games any games that I showcased and anything that was released after Switch 2 will be under Maniac Showcase unless, of course, stated otherwise. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to talk about for the Switch to the Max series. So yeah, I think we should move on to our next thing, shall we? Sonic on Steam Deck. Okay guys, so you're probably wondering where Sonic on Steam Deck will be releasing. Well, I got great news. That will be coming November 7th. Well, November 17th. This game will be covering, again, to remind you guys, this is to cover all Sonic games, official and unofficial, for, you know, everything related to the Blue Blur himself. So, I should mention that I do have a separate video for Sonic Rumble, which just launched. So I will be launching that under a Maniac Showcase video. But other than that, everything including Crossroads, which I originally was going to state that I didn't have a copy, but I do have a Switch copy now. So, I mean, Steam copy now. So I will be covering I will be covering all Sonic games that have been released since Chow Mix's video under the Sonic on Steam Deck series, which is gonna be pretty much everything that's released after Frontiers and including Frontiers, obviously. So yeah, I will be doing that for the Sonic on Steam Deck series. Other than that, everything else will be getting its individual video following that, and of course separate from my Mainliner series. So yeah, alright, continuing on. Long plays incoming. Okay guys, so you guys are probably wondering what the next thing I'm going to talk about is. Well, we're getting close to the end of the direct follow-up. I told you it was going to be a little shorter. So, I have 4 special long plays to announce. For those who don't know what a long play is basically playing the game all the way from start to finish. They're commonly known nowadays mostly as full game walkthroughs, but there are still people that call it long plays still. In fact, there's a whole channel, actually a couple whole channels based off of that. So I figured I'd try my hand. We have done a couple here on the channel, such as our Spice and Wolf one. So I do want to do a new one, and I figured I'd change up the concept a little. So here's the 4 I'm going to be working on for this very special one. So first up, we'll have Switch It Up on the Range. This is basically me tackling every single golf 3 specific golf games available for Nintendo Switch. So that will be Mario Golf, Super Rush, Easy Come Easy Golf, and of course Hot Shots Golf. Everybody's Golf, Hot Shots. Sorry, mistake there. Yeah, that will be one of the first ones we put out. The next one I'll be putting out will be Super Monkey Ball Rolls Back, which will include all 3 of our Monkey Ball titles that we've covered, that I've covered on the channel and that I've released. So that will include Banana Mania, Banana Rumble, and of course Banana Blitz HD, which is the one that kickstarted the whole thing in the first place. So yeah, expect that one. Then third will be my Coffee Talk and Company. This one is mostly going to be visual novel, really. So with a couple exceptions, as you can maybe tell by the thumbnail. So yeah, this one's going to be mostly a visual novel one. It will include some popular ones such as Tavern Talk and Coffee Talk, of course. And some underrated ones such as Summer Sweetheart. So yeah. Look forward to seeing my coverage of that, seeing my long play of that. And then finally, Mario Party Madness, which will feature all 3 Switch Mario Parties, so Super Mario Party, Mario Party Superstars, and Super Mario Party Jamboree, plus Jamboree TV since I have the Switch 2 version. And as an added bonus, you can't see it in the thumbnail, but I also will include the first 3 Mario Parties. And for Mario Party 3 in specifics, I should mention, we will be covering the story mode for that since it will be 10 times easier. So, yeah. That's basically all the long plays I have planned. So, yeah. Alright, well, let's get on to the next one, shall we? 2 series, 1 newcomer. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our second to last announcement for today. So, for the very first time in 2026, I will be tackling 2 brand new series here on the channel. first, I will be finally tackling the Epic Mickey series. I've been wanting to do it for a while now, and I will be covering that next year here on the Media Maniacs channel. We will be starting with Epic Mickey Refreshed, since that's the copy we have on the Steam Deck here, so we will be taking that on first. And then finally, we will be going into Hot Shots Golf. But instead of going from the first game, we will be going from the last game all the way back to the first. Since most of the installments I played were in the modern day, I want to be able to get those done first, since my muscle memory will be a lot less acting up compared to the classics. So we will be going in that order, just so you guys know. And in addition, I will also be covering Easy Come Easy Golf and Ultimate Golf Swing as bonus games, since they are made by the developers who helped Sony make the Everyone's Golf / Hot Shots Golf series. Hands clap. I mean, clap hands. Sorry. So, yeah. We will be tackling those next year. Very excited. Almost done. Jeez, already? That was quick. And last, but not least, I have not one, not two, but 3 more things to talk about. First of all, it's been 10 years since I've started YouTube. And I want to again thank you all for supporting me. We couldn't have gotten as far as I have without you guys. But that being said, 10 years is a long time. And I wanted to finish this up by covering my very first ever game that I ever played as a gamer. And that would be the ever so popular Pokemon Gold. But I won't be doing it alone. I will be joined by Retro Mini-Me for this special collaboration to celebrate my 10-year anniversary. This will be one of my last projects that I'll be working on for the 10-year anniversary before going back to normal music lists. I won't be working on this until next year. So, but if we get it done hopefully sooner than that, we'll see. We'll see. And speaking of Retro Mini-Me, next week, a certain little bet that he and I made a while back will finally be coming to fruition. Now that I've got things sorted with Switch 2, I think it's about time I dive in to that little bet we made. Stay glued. Wink, wink. Alright, next up, it's time for me to return once again to my childhood years. Before I became the whole gotta go fast as Pokemon catching wahooing maniac that I am. I was clue finding, exploring, a wonder pet helping person. So what better way to do that than to return to my childhood years in this brand new series called Classic Clues Days. I'll have more information in the community post tomorrow about what it will entail, but for now, I just wanted to mention that Classic Clues Days will be playing some of my favorite games when I was just a Nick Jr. Blue's Clues loving kid. And then finally, my biggest announcement, Audio Clues, a Music Clues adventure. This is going to be an epic story of how I grew up to be the way I am. It will capture some real moments from my real life and journey, from the first day, from my biggest moments on the channel and my YouTube history, all the way to my first game ever of Blue's Clues. So, yeah, I am very, very, very much excited for that. It will also feature many moments from my real life, of course, with some of it kind of shortened. But it will also feature some imaginary moments to help fill out the series called Imaginary Clues. And basically, this is where my young and adult mind will take me on imaginary adventures in very familiar territory, from games like Mario and Sonic, to shows like the Pokemon anime, and of course, Blue's Clues. I won't be talking about this more until next year. But there will be a special follow-up. A special preview in December. So look forward to it. Alright, well, that's going to do it. I guess it's time to wrap up this follow-up, shall we? Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, both Tech Times with Dan, Tech Talk with Dan, and the lyrical and non-lyrical version of the Blink of the Mania music video, Blue Blur edition, are now available for you to watch and listen. So please check them out. We'll be talking. But this isn't the last time you'll hear me this month. I'll see you later on this month for the Dual Mixer Returns Direct. See you guys soon. MC out.